Horoscope for Scorpio, Sunday, 1 March 2026. Welcome to CosmologicaLab. Today, Scorpio, the universe smiles at you with renewed energy, as if the cosmos itself had decided to illuminate your paths with dim but warm lights. You feel that lightness in the air, as if the wind carried with you whispers of possibilities not yet explored. Inside, there seems to be a balance between what you feel and what you do, between what you dream and what you make tangible. That feeling of fluidity is more than a coincidence. It is an invitation to move gracefully in every space you occupy today. When you wake up, the climate of your physical body is clear. The moon in House 10, which governs your public presence and ambitions, gives you a light energy that allows you to walk with a steady pace, though without haste. Saturn and Neptune in House 6, related to your daily routines and well-being, do not bring pressure, but a subtle call to balance the practical with the inspiring. There are no obvious tensions, which does not mean that you should be complacent, but that today, more than ever, the cosmos asks you to honor the logic of your work with a touch of creativity. Taking this energy to the professional field, today you will find yourself in a privileged position. With the sun in trigon with Jupiter, it's as if daylight leaks through an open window in your office. This heavenly alliance enhances your ability to make decisions with a long-term vision, such as when you decide to invest in a professional course that had been left in the drawer of postponed ideas. You can give yourself this situation. You are sitting at a team meeting, and suddenly you feel your voice resounding clearly. That project that seemed stuck becomes unexpectedly viable by proposing an alliance with a partner that you have been considering for some time. This happens because Jupiter, the planet of expansion, offers you a broader perspective, while the sun in your sign gives strength to your intuitions. However, not everything is on the surface. Mercury and Venus in conjunction in your work letter suggest that today is the day to review how you communicate your ideas. There is a certain nuance between what you think and what you express, and that can be key. When you check an email that you send to a client, you realize that a phrase might sound more persuasive if you rewrite it with a more collaborative tone. This not only strengthens your professional image, but also triggers a dynamic of trust that can lead to unexpected business closures. Saturn in House 6, though neutral, reminds you that discipline in detail is essential. It's not perfectionism, but ensuring that every step you take is aligned with your long-term goals. In the area of health and habits, today is a day to balance the physical with the mental. The moon in House 10, although at a professional angle, also reflects how your public energy affects your well-being. At noon, as you prepare the coffee, you feel an impulse to organize your desk, something that had been postponed by the chaos of parallel projects. That simple act not only gives you a clearer space to work, but also generates a sense of control that translates into less anxiety. Saturn and Neptune in House 6 tell you that today you must be careful with the promises you make to yourself. It's not about unsustainable self-requirements, but about recognizing that your health is a pillar that, if you take care of today, will allow you to continue growing without exhausting yourself. You may be surprised to notice that a small break of 15 minutes at noon, with your eyes closed, recharges you as much as a complete nap. Arriving in the emotional world, today energy is a river of romantic possibilities. With the Sun, Mercury, Venus, and Mars in House 5, your sign is dressed with its best face of passion and creativity. If you're a couple, today a deep connection could emerge through an unexpected gesture, such as a song you dedicate to without warning or a spontaneous plan to cook together. The energy of Venus in this house allows you to express affection naturally, without complexes. Passing through a store, you decide to buy a bouquet of flowers not because it is necessary, but because the impulse flows from your intuition. This is not vanity, but a way to honor beauty as part of the connection. However, not everything will be flowers. Uranus in House 7 introduces an element of unexpected. There could be a surprise in the relationship, like a message from a friend you haven't seen in a while or a sudden change of plans. This is not negative, but it does ask for flexibility. If you are single, today is a day to expand your social circle, perhaps through a cultural event or a meeting with friends. Pluto in House 4 invites you to explore how your family environment or your roots affect your love dynamics. You may feel an urge today to talk to a member of your family about a topic that has been on the air, and that dialogue opens new doors. In the mental realm, the energy is of expansion. Jupiter in House 9, which governs wisdom and long-term goals, prompts you to think beyond the immediate. Maybe today is the day to enroll in that writing workshop you've been watching for months, or to plan a trip that will help you disconnect. The key is not to stay in the phase of desires. Jupiter reminds you that action is what transforms dreams into reality. When you check your social networks, you come across an article about a destination you hadn't considered, and that simple coincidence gives you the push to start investigating. This transit also opens your mind to new perspectives, such as when you hear a conversation in transportation that makes you reconsider a decision you had made quickly. To boost this energy, I propose an opening ritual. Under the harmony of the Sun and Jupiter, place 3 cloves of smell in a small bowl next to your front door. This spice is a magnet for prosperity and personal strength. Imagine each nail as a door opening to unexpected opportunities. At the end of the day, you can bury them in a pot for your intention to take root. This gesture is not superstitious. It is a way of reminding you that today, as in many other days, life gives you more than you expect if you are willing to receive it with open hands. Your talisman color today is gold. A detail in a garment or object you wear, such as a golden ribbon in your hair or a cup with sun motifs in the kitchen, will be enough to keep you in tune with the sun, the planet of vitality. This color not only represents the energy of the universe, but also reminds you that your achievements, although sometimes small, are valuable and deserve to be celebrated. Today you will discover that every step you take, as minimal as it may seem, is aligned with a larger design. Trust that the cosmos is moving in your favor, and do not be afraid to accept what comes. Have a good day, dear Scorpio. Subscribe to CosmologicaLab so you don't miss the next video. Give it a like if it resonated with you, and let us know in the comments what you thought. See you in the next video.